Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to our English grammar class. In the previous lesson, we studied the present tense. Today, we're going to learn the past tense. Tenses tell us when an action happens. The past tense shows us actions that have already happened, actions that are over and finished. Before we learn the formulas and rules, let's listen to a short story. In this story, you'll hear all 4 types of past tense. Yesterday morning, a bird laid eggs in its nest. A snake was crawling nearby and ate the bird's eggs. Before the snake reached the last egg, an eagle had already seen everything from the sky. The eagle had been watching the snake for a long time, and finally, it attacked and ate the snake. In this short story, we can find all 4 types of past tense. The sentence, "The bird laid eggs," is simple past. The sentence, "The snake was crawling," is past continuous. The sentence, "The eagle had already seen everything," is past perfect. And the sentence, "The eagle had been watching the snake for a long time," is past perfect continuous. Now, for a better understanding, let's go in depth and learn each one step by step with formulas and examples. First, simple past tense. We use the simple past tense for actions that started and finished in the past. The formula is subject plus past form of the verb plus object. Examples: I visited my grandmother yesterday. She cooked dinner last night. The bird laid eggs in its nest. All these actions are completed in the past. They are over now.
Sir, can I say, I visit my grandmother yesterday?
No, because the word yesterday shows past time, so we must use the past form of the verb visited. Now, let's see the past continuous tense. This tense is used for actions that were happening at a specific time in the past. The formula is subject plus was or were plus verb with ing plus object. Examples: I was studying when the phone rang. She was cooking at 8 p.m. The snake was crawling near the nest. These actions were happening at that particular moment in the past.
Sir, yesterday at 8 p.m., I was sleeping.
That's a good example of past continuous, but don't do that in my class. Now, the past perfect tense. We use the past perfect tense for actions that were completed before another action in the past. The formula is subject plus had plus past participle form of the verb plus object. Examples: I had finished my homework before my friend came. She had left when I reached the station. The eagle had already seen the snake before it attacked. In each example, one action happened first and another action happened later. The word had shows which one happened first. Now look at the first example carefully. I had finished my homework before my friend came. Here you can clearly observe that before his friend entered his home, he had already completed his homework. That means the first action, finishing the homework, was completed earlier, and the second action, his friend coming, happened later. So in this sentence,
had finished shows the action that happened first, and came shows the action that happened after. That's why we use the past perfect tense for the first action to show that it was already done before the next one happened. In short, the word had helps us to understand which action was completed first in the past.
Now, let's learn the past perfect continuous tense. This tense shows an action that started in the past, continued for some time, and ended before another past event. The formula is subject plus had been plus verb with ing plus object plus since or for and the time. Examples. I had been studying for 2 hours before the exam started. She had been working in the company for 5 years before she resigned. The eagle had been watching the snake for a long time before it attacked. In this tense, it shows how long an action continued before another past event.
Let's take the first example. I had been studying for 2 hours before the exam started. Here, you can clearly observe that the person started studying first and continued for 2 hours. After that, the exam started. So the action of studying was going on for a certain period of time before another past event happened. That's why we say, had been studying. Now, look at the second example. She had been working in the company for 5 years before she resigned. This means she started working 5 years earlier and continued to work for that whole time. After that long period, she finally resigned. So her working was the ongoing action, and resigned was the later action. The past perfect continuous shows the duration, how long the earlier action continued.
Sir, how is past perfect continuous different from past continuous?
Past continuous shows what was happening at one particular time in the past. Past perfect continuous shows an action that started earlier, continued for some time, and stopped when another past event happened.
Sir, I had been waiting for lunch all day yesterday.
That's a perfect example, and I think we've all been there. Now, students, let's return to the story from the beginning and understand clearly why each sentence belongs to a different type of past tense. The sentence, "The bird laid eggs," is simple past because the action is completely finished in the past. The sentence, "The snake was crawling," is past continuous because the action was going on at that time. The sentence, "The eagle had already seen everything," is past perfect because that action happened before another past action, the attack. And the sentence, "The eagle had been watching the snake for a long time," is past perfect continuous because the watching started earlier, continued for some time, and ended when the attack happened. Now you can see how all 4 types of past tense connect actions in time. Simple past, a finished action in the past. Past continuous, an action going on in the past. Past perfect, one past action happened before another. Past perfect continuous, an action continued for some time before another past event. So, today we learned all 4 types of past tense: simple past, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous, with formulas, examples, and a short story. In our next class, we'll move to the future tense. Thank you, students, and thank you, my YouTube friends. Keep practicing and see you in the next lesson. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel, Master English Word, for more English grammar lessons.